Hey, what is up, guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Setmore, doing a how-to tutorial and review. So how to use Setmore, as well as a review of Setmore, taking a look at the pricing, really everything you need to know about Setmore, and showing you a little bit of behind the scenes of what it looks like when you get set up with an account with them. Now, I have mentioned Setmore on the channel in my top 10 video of the different booking appointment software video, so I figured I would do a more in-depth video covering Setmore. Maybe if you have seen that video or not, whether you're brand new to the channel, this is Setmore, of course. So this is a free online appointment scheduling software. As you can see here, you can organize your business with 24/7 automated online booking, reminders, payments, and more, and it is completely free to get started with. Now, we will be getting into the various different pricing plans because they do have some other different tiers as well. But before we dive into things, I do want to mention, of course, if you are interested in following along, or you do want to get yourself set up with a free Setmore account, I do have a link below. Again, that is an affiliate link. If you want to go ahead and support the channel, it's a great way to do so. So I do receive a small kickback if you sign up for certain plans with them. But again, that is completely free to do so at the first link below in the description. That's brendanvalesky.com/Setmore. It will take you right over to this page here where you can get signed up with Setmore, again, if you want to follow along. So diving into things, of course, Setmore, just as a basic overview, really they do cater to a wide variety of different use cases. Whether you are a doctor and you need to set up appointments, whether you're a fitness coach, whether you're a financial coach, an advisor maybe, or maybe you're just doing haircuts, things like that. So really all the different types of use cases and small businesses where you would maybe want an appointment scheduling software, Setmore can help you out with that. And I will also be sort of comparing a little bit how it stacks up maybe to some of the other competitors. Now, to give you just a basic overview, again, as you can see here through Setmore, you can spotlight your brand, as you can see, and take a look at, offering what services do you provide. Again, this is the example they use here is sort of almost like a salon or something like that, where, or a beauty supply store, where you're offering those services and setting up appointments. So maybe you do massages, or maybe you do certain types of cuts at a beauty place, or a beauty store or a beauty place. Then you can put your address there, you can put your business hours, you can put your logo, your branding, your information, and this is sort of what it will look like, and you can create your own personalized booking page directly within Setmore. Which is really, honestly, pretty nice. Now, in terms of other features as well, I'll be getting into all the nitty-gritty details as well. Again, I will be showing you a little bit of the back end of what it looks like on my own personal Setmore appointment booking page as well. But just to give you a general overview, you can create your own booking page to display, as you can see here, your services and your real-time availability. Depending on what type of business you are, you can add your logo, branding, links out to other pages, and you can also connect your other calendars as well. So, as you can see here, if you have maybe a Google Calendar or a Windows Calendar or something like that, you can connect it to Setmore to make sure that all of your different schedulings are all seamless and connected, so that someone doesn't book an appointment, or so you don't get double booked in case you're maybe also using another calendar. Maybe in your Google Calendar you have maybe some of your own personal priorities, then you can add that there, and then so there's no conflicts within your Setmore account, which is nice as well, so that it is synced there. You can easily sync your other calendars. Now, in terms of other features, again, you do also have a lot of different integrations within Setmore. I'll be diving into some other specifics of the different integrations, which ones I would say are fairly important. Again, it depends on your business and your specific needs, but you can connect payment providers. So if you are looking to accept payments, you can do that with Setmore, even on the free version, which is really nice. It's one of the reasons why I highly recommend Setmore in my best of video, just because, again, that's not typical of most of the different appointment booking softwares. Most want to charge you a fee for that. So that is really a nice perk of Setmore, that I personally like. So as you can see here, diving into the specific pricing overview and comparison. Now, of course, pricing is always subject to change. I just have to say that disclaimer. Be sure to check out Setmore's website to get the most realistic and up-to-date pricing. But personally, I don't foresee them changing the free plan anytime soon. They may be changing, some of the structure of the different users and, how much it costs per month on the pro or the team version between maybe monthly, annually. So of course you can save money on the annual billing versus the monthly billing. If you're looking at that here, comparing the free versus the pro versus the team version, really the main difference is just having more users. So, if you want to have more users, or the two-way calendar sync, that's another thing, recurring appointments as well. And they also do donate 1% to plant trees, which is kind of cool. But those are the main differences here. And then if you do want the team version, then it's up to infinite users, but they are going to charge you on the users per month. So you can have as many as you want on there. It just depends on really that. But if you're just a solo person using it, then the free version is great. You really don't need much beyond that unless you need the recurring appointments and maybe some of the pro level integrations, as well as some of the other, if you need the two-way calendar sync, or if you do want to remove Setmore's branding, again, that is the other feature in the pro and team version. But again, if you are just looking for completely free, the free version does have a lot. Again, you could do unlimited appointments. You can actually accept payments as well. I'll be diving into that in the back end in just a minute. We'll be getting into that and like sort of how to use it and how it looks like when you set up your own booking page. We'll be getting into that in just a little bit. They do also have an iOS and Android app, customized notifications, email reminders, and again, different app integrations, which we'll be diving into. Now, in general, again, that's what the pricing looks like. Again, you can save a little bit of money on the annual billing or the monthly billing. Really just comes down, the biggest difference is how many users you want to have on your account. So without further ado, now let's go ahead and actually take a look at what Setmore looks like on the back end. So once you get signed up, of course, this will be your basic booking page. We'll be getting to that in a second. But this is what it looks like when you are signed in to your Setmore account. So once you've signed up, I just have a free account here, so this is a completely free account. In terms of the calendar, as you can see here, you can sync up multiple different calendars if you want. So you can have, your Google Calendar, you can have other types of calendars. You can have your Microsoft Calendar or Google Calendar there. So you can easily connect them there. If you want to share your booking page, all you have to do is click on here. It will copy it to your clipboard and you can share your booking page. Now, in terms of how to use the platform, the default will sort of give you this basic bare bones version, which is completely fine. Now, currently I have online booking disabled, but I do have, reviews enabled and work hours set. Now, if you want to edit things a bit more, of course, we're going to be going through each of the different sections here within what Setmore looks like, as well as going through the different integrations and settings and things like that. But that's sort of what it just looks like in a more basic sense. So if we go into the calendar, as you can see, we've gone through the calendar, pretty simple setup. Honestly, you can click through the different months and see where you're at. You can see what upcoming bookings are scheduled. You can add them here as well. And like I said, you can connect Google or Microsoft. Now, in terms of services that you can provide, so this is where you can go ahead and add, whether it be either services or classes. So you can add different class categories as well as service categories. Those are sort of the two buckets that they put you into. So if you're doing like coaching packages or something like that, you can set it based on time limits as well. So 15-minute, 30-minute, 60-minute. And now this premium one here, not the best example for the video. That's better maybe if you're on the pro version and you're doing recurring calls. That's a little bit more technical to get set up with, so I'm not going to be diving into that in this video here. But you can do all this in the free version. You can also sell it and accept payments, which I'll get into in a little bit, because I know a lot of you guys probably, if you're interested in this, maybe you're looking to accept payments. If you're not, cool. You don't need that if you're not a small business where you actually need to accept payments on your appointment booking provider. That's cool. But if you want to, they have that available. You don't need to. Again, maybe if you're a health provider, you need the HIPAA forms and things like that. They do also have that option in here as well, as far as the sort of healthcare side of things, and maybe some other types of industries. If you're in law or something like that, in terms of accepting certain paperwork and things like that, they do sort of have that in a more rudimentary sense in here. But going into services, so you can create different service categories. and you can create classes. Now, class categories, it's all just sort of based on how you want to categorize things yourself. So it depends on your business and how you want to set things up. But you can set up different service categories, and then it will then show up here. Now, I have this currently disabled, but those will basically look essentially the same here with these different settings. You can go in here, you can edit, upload images, you can change the location. So you can set them to both in person and on a teleport is their video service provider. So there are a few different options. Again, I'll get into that later in the video in the integration section, but you can set the location to be either in person or online through Teleport, which is their video chat platform built into Setmore. So that's just what I have it set to. Currently, you can set different categories. You can set it to hidden as well. Set the cost, set the buffer time. So buffer time, add prep time between 2 consecutive appointments. Again, if you're booked up a lot, then this is very important to make sure you set your buffer times. You can set specific durations, again, and change the colors here, and you can even add little descriptions here as well. And if you do have more than one person, maybe say you're a business owner, you can add multiple different team members as well, which is really cool. So it's not just limited to you. You can set this up again like an actual business where you have multiple different people that you can book through. So for me, obviously, I only have it set up with myself, but you can add other users and other service providers per se, or people who maybe if you're a salon, you cut hair, you add multiple different hairdressers. Easy example there. Or a law firm, you add multiple lawyers, something like that, right? So you can do that in there in terms of the settings of the services and what it looks like. Again, you don't have to accept payments if you don't want to. We'll get into that. Now, skipping the customer section, essentially it just shows you your customer list with their email and contact information. Pretty simple there. Integrations. Now, this is where I get really excited, honestly, about this platform, just in terms of helping you guys and seeing the comments section on my other appointment booking video, and where really Setmore can help a lot of you guys in different types of industries because of how many integrations that they have. Not only just the fact that they're free to use or didn't get started with, the integrations are really pretty key. So you can use Teleport for free and it's obviously, as you can see here, offer one-click video appointments with no downloads necessary. I have used it. It's pretty good. No problems there. Honestly, I like it a lot. If you are doing in person, video meeting doesn't matter, but this is the default video meeting that they have you set up with here on Setmore. Now, if you are looking to use Zoom or Google Meet, you do need the Pro version. So if you're really tied to Zoom or Google Meet, then again, you do need the Pro version. But personally, Teleport works just fine. So it just depends on your needs. Social media. So you can add Facebook, Instagram bookings, and Instagram streaming. Now, the one here, what I like the most is probably the Instagram bookings. This allows you to add the Book Now button on your Instagram page, whether it be personal or business. I do think you have to have a business account to do it now on Instagram. To link and have the Book Now button, to have that little blue button on your Instagram page. I believe you do need to have it set up as a business account. And then you can link it here to do your Instagram booking. So you can accept appointments, as you can see here, day and night from your Instagram business page. And you can also set up ads there. That goes more into like Facebook ads and running meta ads if you're into that. But you can do that and connect it directly to Setmore as well. Again, you can also do it through Facebook too. So you can get people, from liking and sharing to booking appointments online. So if you do have a Facebook page, you can also do that here. Really, the Instagram bookings is probably the most useful one for most people, but just depends on your business. Moving along into the payment section, and this is what I really like, is that they allow you quite a wide variety of different payment processing platforms. So you have Square. So if you're using Square, you can actually connect to Square to get paid for your Setmore appointments. And maybe if you're already in Square, but you don't like the whole Square appointment setup, maybe you just want to use Setmore for your online appointments. That's where you can still utilize Square to accept and do payment processing, which I've talked a lot in depth on Square in the channel in the past. And you can still use them, which is cool. And they have a variety of different, payment processing you can accept, like Cash App, Apple Pay, Google Pay, through Square. which is nice. So you can get paid for your services directly there. And again, it's all in that same payment provider, maybe if you're used to them. They also have Stripe, which is great as well. Another easy platform to use, and PayPal. That's the current one that I have set up just for convenience for me. But it is nice. They also have PayPal in here as well if you're looking to accept payments, through PayPal. And again, customers can pay through, credit, debit cards, and more. But you're able to accept payments, and then it goes just directly to your PayPal account. You can also accept cash, so you can account for cash transactions at different locations while you're on the go. This is really nice. Again, if you are a salon, maybe you even have multiple locations. This just allows you to, still do cash transactions if you do have a basic cash register, and you have a lot of customers paying cash. That can be just another nice option that allows you to count for it, right in your appointment booking and appointment scheduling software. You can account for the cash here. Law pay as well. So this is really great if you're maybe in law and looking to accept, empower your firm's leads and clients to pay ahead of their consultations. So if you're a lawyer, then they also have law pay, which is cool. Getting into website booking, they also have a booking widget, so you can easily add that, to your booking page. An easy book now button. They also have WordPress connections. If you have a WordPress website, Weebly, Wix, Joomla, Drupal, Jimdo, Squarespace, Shopify, and Square Online. So if you are, in Shopify, which I cover a lot on the channel here, then you can do appointment bookings. Again, maybe if you're a salon that also sells products, you can connect it right to your Shopify store, which is pretty cool to then book and maybe convert leads from your Shopify website onto your Setmore account. You could do the same thing with Square as well. So maybe if you're on Square, you could do that here as well. Same with Squarespace, really. I mean, all three of those are pretty, on the same level, even Wix as well, really. So you do have different website booking integrations. Not spending too much time on that there. Again, like I said before, the calendar sync. So you have the Google, Office 365. For sales and CRM, which I've covered on the channel before as well, you do have Salesforce, Zoho CRM, and Insightly. And for accounting, you do have QuickBooks, so you can automatically export transaction details from Setmore to QuickBooks. Really great if you're using QuickBooks for your small business accounting. For marketing, you also have Constant Contact, MailChimp, MailerLite, HubSpot, business apps. You have things like Slack, Zendesk, Google Analytics, Reserve with Google, Gmail, Google Tag Manager, Keep, Zapier, Answer Connect, Freshdesk, ServiceMinder, Clio, and Intercom. So I figured I would just go through all of them because if you're interested in knowing all the different integrations, those are all the ones that they currently have. And it really does enhance the overall platform as well. And now moving into the settings section, this is where you can edit your business details as well as your personal profile information. Maybe if you want to provide like a phone number, an email address, contact information, as well as your working hours, you can also add that in here as well, just to make it clear for your customers and clients when they go to your booking page for your business, they can go through and see a specific person as well and their specific details, as well as the business's details. So you can edit those separately from a business and a person. As you can see here, you can set your location, again, your hours as well. And again, because Setmore is both for business and individuals, you can also set up a team. So it really is catered to, if you have a small business and you have multiple different team members, you can also go in and edit that here within your team. Now, in terms of your services, you can also edit your services packages here in the settings section. You also have more general settings as well as like language. And then in terms of the other booking page specifics, this is where you get into that here. Now, I'm not going to be spending too much time on customization here because really it depends on what you want to customize, but you do have a lot of options. You can add banner images, phone number, email address, the types of services, making sure your business address is on there, different booking policies. So you have lead time, booking slot size, preferences, and this is what types of sections will actually show on your booking page to visitors. So if you do want to maybe exclude certain things, or you do want to maybe make sure that you include certain things on that booking page, this is where you can edit that here within the booking preferences section. Again, they do have a lot of details here that you can go in and edit. Again, if you are interested, sign up with them, go through here and read through all the specific details because it is pretty detailed in terms of all the different options that you have here in terms of multiple services, different, team members, logins. Again, here, if you do want to hide Setmore's branding, that is a pro feature. If you want to allow rescheduling, cancellations, all of that here is within the booking page overview and those customizations. So you can easily edit things, maybe even custom messages, terms, conditions, redirects, different types of options here. Again, lots of different features if you want to get into that. Specifically for you and your business and what you might want to set for your preferences, but they do have a lot of options there, which I do think is really, really nice. Now, again, you have your banner image and sort of branding look and feel as well, and you can share your booking page URL from here and edit it as well if you want to change certain things. You also have, again, like I said, booking policies, preferences, and customizations. In terms of payments, again, this is where you can get into the nitty-gritty details of changing maybe some of your payment settings. You can, add charges or reductions like taxes and discounts, accept booking page payments directly, require payment up front, as well as then setting, of course, your payment integrations there. You also have reporting, so you can easily, there's no information here for today, but you can see different reporting details, and it will generate a list of, sales, transactions, and all of that kind of information there. You also have billing. Again, I am on the free account, so that's the current plan. This is where you would see billing details if you're on the pro or the team version. Again, really the pro and team version just makes sense if you need more users, because you are a little limited on the free version as to how many users you can have. As you can see here, up to 4. And then if you want the pro or the unlimited, that gives you more users with some of the other extra features. And on the pro is 1 to 2, and then the team is unlimited users, charging on the per user per month rate. You can set notifications in here as well. So if you do want like pop-up notifications on your phone or your email, things like that, this is where, your clients will get this information sent to them directly as well. So you can set up those notifications, making sure there's an email maybe to go out as to remind your clients prior to the appointments. So that's all automatically set in here. Lots of different options there. You also have your staff, like I said, staff, customer, personal notifications. You can also enable reviews, which is another thing you can add to your booking page. If you do click that, it will sort of look like this. So you can, set reviews, write reviews, things like that. And then you can also, again, download different apps. If you do want the app for Setmore, you can download it for Windows, or you can download it on iOS and Android. So guys, that pretty much wraps up this Setmore tutorial and review. Again, giving you a bit of an overview as to Setmore. Personally, I do really like the platform. I think it has a lot to offer in terms of the fact that it is, again, a free scheduling software. Again, if you are interested in getting set up with Setmore, you can go ahead and check out that first link down below in the description. That's BrendonValesky.com/Setmore. It will take you right over to this page here where you can get set up with Setmore for free. Again, guys, if you enjoyed this video, found it helpful, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. But anyway, guys, that is all for today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.